Pronouns, rules and violations. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. The noun that a pronoun takes the place of is known as the antecedent. For example, Stephanie lost her quarter when it fell through the grate into the sewer. Stephanie is the antecedent of her. Her takes the place of Stephanie. Quarter is the antecedent of it. It takes the place of quarter. Pronouns also allow for simple and direct communication, and they provide coherence and variation. For example, with pronouns, this sentence is clear. My mother and father went to her mother's house, and they found her sitting on the floor playing with her pit bull. Without pronouns, this sentence is horrible. The mother and father of the person writing this went to the house of the mother of the mother of the person writing this, and the mother and the father of the person writing this found the mother of the person writing this on the floor of the mother of the person writing this, playing with the pit bull of the mother of the person writing this. There are some errors that you need to avoid when using pronouns. One common one is faulty agreement. A pronoun should agree in number and gender with its antecedent. For example, this sentence is incorrect. When the belly dancer asked for a volunteer partner, everyone in the men's gym class raised their hand. Everyone is singular. It has one at the end of it, and that should let you know. There, of course, cannot be a pronoun replacing everyone because there is plural. The correct version of this should be, when the belly dancer asked for a volunteer partner, everyone in the men's gym class raised his hand. Another problem is vague reference. Your pronoun reference should be clear. For example, in the first sentence, it's not clear exactly what is being thrown into the lion's cage. If the trained seal won't eat its dinner, throw it into the lion's cage. Probably it means dinner, but it could also mean the seal. So, to avoid any confusion, you want to clarify, such as in this second sentence. If the trained seal won't eat its dinner, throw the food into the lion's cage. You also want to be aware of shifts in pronoun. It's essential that you be consistent in your use of pronouns. Don't shift from one person to another. For example, the first sentence is inconsistent. We is first person, you is second person. We is plural, you can be plural, but it can also be singular. Either way, that first sentence does not work. It's inconsistent. To fix the consistency, it's very simple. We, left-handed people, are at a disadvantage because most of the time we can't rent left-handed golf clubs and bowling balls. You also want to avoid incorrect case. This is an error that I see frequently in student papers. First, an explanation. The case of a pronoun is determined by its function in the particular sentence. If a pronoun is a subject, use what is called the nominative case, which is I, he, she, we, and they. If a pronoun is an object, and that could be a direct object, an indirect object, or the object of a preposition, then use the objective case. The objective case pronouns are me, him, her, us, and them. So let's look at a couple of incorrect sentences and then their corrections. In the first pair, we have give the treasure map to Frankie and I. People often make this mistake because they're often told by their parents to say Frankie and I, Frankie and I, but that only applies if you're dealing with a subject. In this case, it's to Frankie and I, which means that it's the object of a preposition. So it should be me. Give the treasure map to Frankie and me. If you have any questions about this, you might want to try it without Frankie. Give the treasure map to I. That doesn't sound right. Give the treasure map to me. That does sound right. Go with the one that sounds right. In the second pair, Paul and her suspect that the moon is hollow. Again, if you take out Paul and you say her suspects that the moon is hollow, it sounds awful. The correct version, of course, is to use the nominative she. Paul and she suspect that the moon is hollow. And that would be, yes. This concludes this brief video. Please make sure to review in greater detail pronoun errors in this week's assigned reading from Chapter 24.